Hungry Jim. When Jim woke up on Tuesday, his tail had fallen asleep. This seemed odd. Jim had never had a tail before. From downstairs, Jim could hear his mother calling, "Jim, pancakes for breakfast." Jim's stomach began to growl. She sounded delicious. "I don't feel much like pancakes today," called Jim. "Well, what do you feel like?" asked his mother. Jim stared into the mirror. He felt beastly. Jim was not sure what to do. On on the one hand, he did not really want to devour his mother. On the other hand, she was delicious. Jim felt terrible, but he was still hungry. So Jim jumped out of the window and ran away down the street. There he met a dog and a dog walker. "This is awful," cried Jim as he ran. "It's big, it's bad, it's truly the worst." Jim's stomach only growled louder. "Shut up," he told it. "Nobody asked you." On Main Street, Jim met an old lady sweeping and a girl with a donut. The further he ran, the hungrier Jim became. He wanted to eat anything. He wanted to eat everything. He wanted to cry. Further down the road, Jim came to a shop. "This looks promising," he says, and oh, it was. "I hate you," Jim yelled at his stomach as he fled the scene. Jim ran, and he ran some more. He ran fast and away, but wherever Jim ran, there he was. At last, Jim came to a cliff. He stood there on the edge of the cliff. The waves below him looked furious and confused. "I know how you feel," said Jim. Jim's stomach began to growl again. "Shh," Jim said. "Hush, you. I'm trying to think." Then Jim heard another growl. It was the loudest growl yet. "Quiet," Jim said to his stomach. But this growl was not coming from Jim's stomach. It was coming from a bear. The bear was tall and ugly. The bear was full of teeth. "Now I'm going to eat you," snarled the bear. "Do you have to?" asked Jim. "Pretty much," said the bear. "I'm a bear." "Oh," said Jim. But Jim's stomach disagreed. It did not want to be eaten. It gave a loud growl of warning, and then suddenly Jim was charging the bear. He was springing and howling and pouncing and yowling. He was wild, loose and wild. And oh, it felt good. "You're mine, bear," shouted Jim. Then, all at once, Jim wasn't hungry anymore. In fact, he was stuffed. So he headed home, past the shop, up Main Street, and back down his quiet block. After a moment of deliberation, Jim pounced back into the kitchen. It was a huge relief to find most things he'd left behind. When he got back to his room, Jim was faced with a dilemma. Jim solved it. He didn't feel even a bit bad about that. He only felt hungry for pancakes. And that's the end of that story. I hope you enjoyed it.